I remember when I was a kid and when I was in my primary school, I used to be a very socially awkward kind of guy who sits on the last bench and who cares only about his homework, what his teachers tells to him, who's always alone, introvert, and who doesn't talk to anyone. And I used to be that guy, and some of the teachers call me that I'm their favorite student. And it validates me for a moment and it gives me some kind of happiness in myself when I was a kid. But I was not actually happy because I have very less social circle, or you can say like I have zero friends. I have a friend like he's fat and he was fat, but I was not actually very socially vibrant kind of guy. I was very introvert kind of guy who doesn't talk to anyone, who is scared of making eye contact with girls and making eye contact with our other people and big guys and seniors and everyone. And I used to be very like I talk very less. I was talking very less, and I grew up and I changed my school, primary school to high school, and honestly, I had zero friends. I don't have any friends there, and I used to sit at the last bench. Somehow, I made a friend, which is also like socially awkward and introvert, and who is fat, and I was skinny. We used to talk and we used to play football and everything. And as I grew up, I joined the gym and I built some confidence in myself. I built some muscles and everything over the last 8 to 9 years. I've been I've been lifting from the last 6 years, but from the last 8 to 9 years, I've been an introvert kind of guy. But recently, in the last few months, I've improved my social life a lot. I've improved a lot of my confidence and my talking skills to people and social skills. And this doesn't mean that all of the people want to talk to you and all of the people will like you and everything. But there will be some people who you think that will hate you. And I remember being in high school and when I was used to go to gym and when I was not going to college because I dropped out and everything and I was not preparing for any entrance exam or anything like that, like traditional kind of education. And I used to like work on my business and everything and totally different path which my family doesn't know about, which my parents doesn't know about, which my siblings, which my social circle, friends and everyone, no one really knows about the business and online money and everything. But I used to be a very different kind of guy in that moment, like in that period of time. I used to spend all of my time alone doing all of the self improvement habits, and it was around 2020 in the pandemic when I was totally alone kind of guy. And after that, like my social circle suddenly changes, like everything changes because of my skills, and because I've changed and my skills and my ability to talk to people, and also some of my habits and most of my habits, my experience and everything changes, my mindset changes. That's why some of the people don't like me, and I was thinking that everyone just kind of hates me. And maybe you are in the same situation, maybe you had some similar experience, and maybe you are having a similar experience that you are thinking that everyone hates you, but it is not true. Like maybe you are going out somewhere talking to someone, maybe you are going to gym, and maybe you are going outside, maybe you are in the school or somewhere, maybe you are in a primary school or somewhere else, and you start talking to some random people, and you build up, kind of open up with them, and you suddenly show your good show your habits. What are you doing in your day? Maybe you are doing meditation, you're doing journaling, you are going to gym, you are like running, you are doing exercise and stuff. Or maybe you are doing all of this stuff like business, or for me it was like business and no one really talks about it, and no one really knows about online business and working from home. So I was very different kind of guy. So that's why maybe you are in the similar situation. That's why like no one really knows about it. And when you try to talk to them, and when you try to show your real habits and open up a little bit, they kind of show less interest in you, and they show some weird, awkward things that they are not interested in talking to you anymore. And that's okay, because it shows that you are not compatible with them. They have some other interests and you have some other interests. So you should be grateful that you are not compatible with them. That maybe you have some relationship, maybe you are with a girl, or maybe you are trying to get a girlfriend, or maybe you're in the friend zone or something, or maybe you are with a friend or best friend, or maybe you are with a friend over the last 5 years or 6 years or maybe 2 years, and suddenly you realize that you are not compatible with them because they used to show less interest in you, because you open up, your habits suddenly changes and you start improving yourself. You're not playing video games anymore, you're not watching porn anymore, you're just going outside and doing your good habits. You're running, you're working out, you're doing meditation, you're working on your business and everything, and suddenly they start to show less interest in you. That's okay. You have to realize that's okay, that not everyone will like you. And some of the motherfuckers and some of the people like you, like me, and everyone, like who are on self improvement and who are doing the good habits and to working on the business, this starts to share everything to them. Like maybe you start to talk to some random people, and maybe you start to approach some people in the gym or somewhere else, and you suddenly start to open up a lot. Like you start, maybe they are not meditating, or maybe they are not working out, maybe they are not doing these habits, or not having any business, and you try to get them on self improvement by influencing them or something. But but you don't realize that you can't change anyone. When you try to change someone, suddenly you just kind of push them away. You don't have to do that. Like you try to get them on self improvement and you try to improve their lives. You can't change them. Like you just have to realize that you are not compatible them with them. So you just have to move on and start talking to some other people. There are billions of people on the earth. You just only need some 10 or 20 people or 20 friends. You just need a small amount of circle who are compatible with you. I've seen a bunch of guys who are doing bad habits in their past. Like I've seen a friend of mine who is doing bad habits, who is smoking, drinking, watching porn, playing video games and everything, taking drugs and everything. And he suddenly starts to improve himself because he doesn't want to be like that anymore, and he's really genuinely want to improve his life for the good of his future self and for the good of his future family. Suddenly starts to going to gym and also stop doing all the bad habits. Now suddenly his friends hates him because he is not uh, going out with them anymore. He is not hanging out with them. He's not taking drugs, and he's not playing video games, watching porn with them, and he's not even going out and doing cold approaches in the clubs and anymore. So his friends, which is not even his real friends, starts to hate him because he is on self improvement now. And maybe you are in the similar situation. Maybe you had some friends who have some bad habits, and you you used to hang out with them, and you used to do bad habits, all the bad habits, taking drugs and playing video games and everything. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. When you do all the bad habits, take drugs and alcohol and everything with them, they are very happy. They are very happy to see your downfall because you're going down, because you're falling off from your self improvement, because you're falling off from your no fap streak. They are very happy to see you like that. And when you do all the good habits like the self improvement, doing meditation, and working out, and you improve yourself, your body and mind and everything, and you go up like that, they hates you, they dislike you, they don't want to talk to you anymore. They see you as like a weirdo and just like a like push you away. Like, what are you doing, man? Why are you working out? They suddenly behaves like they're not interested in you. They're ashamed of you doing this all of the good habits. But you don't realize that they are not your real friends. They are fake friends. I'm gonna tell you what real friend is. A real friend will feel very happy when you do all the good habits. When you go up like that, when you start improving yourself, your skills, your social skills, you're not going out on your clubs anymore, you're not you're not drinking alcohol, taking drugs anymore. You're working out and improving yourself, working on your business and making some money. He feels very good to see you like that. He feels very good to see you going up and doing good habits. And when he sees you going downfall and doing bad habits, taking drugs, gambling, drinking alcohol, playing video games, he slaps you on your face and tells you that, what are you doing, man? Just don't do this all the loser habits and get on his self-improvement and do some good habits. Just go out and go to gym and work out and do some exercises and stuff. That is your real friend. He feels very bad when you do all these bakwas, bad habits. So you just have to realize who is your real friend and who is your fake friend. And there will be some people who are not compatible with you. And you just have to realize that you're not compatible with everyone. So this is all for today. See you bro in the next time.